You have been uploading your photos and videos on Instagram the wrong way. I know, it's kind of an emotional topic for a lot of you out there, and it's kind of frustrating to think about because the algorithm on Instagram changes as often as anyone would change their clothes, and it's very hard to keep up. But I do have a few ways that you can use to upload higher quality content on their platform, which I use myself, and I might as well share it with you guys. But before I do that, before I get too emotional, let's roll the intro. Trust me, it's not you guys. It's just the platform that you decided to upload your photos to doesn't really have a clear set of guidelines to make your content better. And yes, I will need this entire cup of coffee before I'm done with this video. It's that frustrating. And yes, I did drop a little bit of coffee on my keyboard and on my desk. Give me a second. Okay, let's talk about photos first. And why not? Instagram was supposed to be a photo sharing platform from the very beginning, and then it decided to be everything else. Firstly, make sure you're cropping your photos down to the Instagram approved ratio in the editing software itself. Well, you might be thinking, why can't I just do the cropping in Instagram itself? But let me tell you, if you do that, you'll be actually decreasing the quality of your photos without you even realizing. So please do the cropping in an editing software, be it on your cell phone or on your laptop, and then upload it to Instagram. And the ratios that Instagram actually approves for photos is 4:5 for portraits and 1.91:1 for landscapes. Now here's how I would do it if I'm cropping a photo in Lightroom Mobile for Instagram. Now once I have the photo open in front of me, I'll go down to the crop tool, and once I'm there, I'll select aspects and slide over till you find 4:5. Now that does take off some portions from the top and the bottom. So select it as how you would like it. And when you're done, select done and then just export the file. Anything over that, Instagram will crush the quality no matter what ratio you're posting. Now I'm actually sharing with you guys tips that actually have worked for me. And if you want any more suggestions, you can go over the internet and look through tons of websites that actually will tell you guys so many other factors that go into image processing on Instagram. But to keep it simple, let's move on with the video. The second thing I need you guys to focus on is adding 5% more sharpness in your photos. Either do it on Lightroom or do it while posting your photos on Instagram. This is how I like to do it. Once you have done all the editing that you needed to do in Lightroom before exporting your pictures, make sure you go down to the detail panel right here and add some extra sharpening to your photos. If you want to notice the difference, just zoom in to a shadowy portion like this one and drag down the sharpness and increase it again to your desired liking. The only reason I'm doing this is to counter the quality loss that you would face once you upload it to Instagram. Now once you have your photos ready to publish on Instagram, just take 5 seconds and go down to the edit option right here, scroll over to sharpen and add 10 to 15% of the value and just hit OK. That's all you need to do before you publish on Instagram. Okay, the last thing you need to focus on before publishing your photos on Instagram or even before you export them is please do not forget to convert the color space to sRGB, because sRGB is the only color space supported by Instagram and all the other social media platforms like Facebook, TikTok, and any other social media platforms that you might want to post your photos to on the internet. Mostly if you're taking photos with a professional camera, chances are you are taking photos in Adobe RGB color spectrum, and you need to convert from Adobe RGB to sRGB in Photoshop or Lightroom before you actually decide to post them on Instagram. Once you have done all the editing that needs to be done in Photoshop, go back to the edit option right here and select convert to profile. Once you have that open, select the destination space as sRGB and then select OK. And that's it. You can go back to the portion right here where it says the color profile, and it will switch to sRGB the moment you change the profile setting. And that's it. That's all you have to do before you actually decide to export the photo and then post it on a social media platform like Instagram. Now, without going into much details about what color space actually means, here's what you need to understand. Adobe RGB is basically a wider spectrum of colors than sRGB, but sRGB is the only color space that is accepted throughout the internet, no matter what social media platform platform, you might be thinking of posting your photo too. So even if you're taking your photo with your cell phone and it's not recording the data in sRGB, please do bring it into Photoshop or Lightroom, convert it to sRGB format before actually posting it on any social media platform. Moving on to videos and reels for Instagram, there are a few tips that I would like to share with you guys as well that would actually help you upload higher quality content on Instagram and other social media platforms. Firstly, when you're shooting videos for Instagram or TikTok or for YouTube Shorts, please do record them in vertical format and not in a horizontal format. If you do record them in a horizontal format and then decide to crop in, you will lose quality in the first step itself. And then when you upload them to any social media platform, the compression alone will drastically decrease the quality of your video. Point number 2, even if you're recording your footage in 2K or 4K resolution, please do make sure to export the footage in 1080p resolution after all the necessary editing is completed. Short-form content platforms like TikTok and Instagram only support 1080p resolutions, and if you do decide to upload anything higher than that, please trust me when I say this, they will compress the video for you and you will not like it. Their compression algorithm will actually suck the life out of your videos, and all the hard work that you put in your videos will go down the drain. I recently started lighting candles in my room when I'm editing or recording a video. It helps me focus. And the one that I have in front of me is the Espresso Romano. It's more of a dark roast coffee smell. And it's not just because I like coffee, but because this is subtle and it actually makes the environment feel more pleasant in the studio. And finally, point number 3, lighting is everything. No matter if you're making a video with your phone or with your professional camera for Instagram or for a cinematic project, your lighting has to be perfect. Make sure you have a good source of light in front of your subject to actually make your videos look better. And trust me when I say this, lighting will make or break your project. Now, if you don't have a giant softbox like I do in front of your face, to have a higher quality content, move yourself next to the window when you're recording your video, because the light coming in from your window is already really diffused and it looks good in videos. And even if you don't have large windows in your house, just go outside where there's tons of natural light, and trust me, your videos will look better. That's it for me today, guys. I really hope you liked the video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and like always, I really do appreciate you guys. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.